Yeah. Sorry, man. My internet got some issue. What to do next? Okay. Okay, I have to open the cases. Find the evidence. Okay. Let me find some more evidences.
Hey, Casey. What's the Far's favorite shape?
Please, Anderson. Just one case without the
A triangle.
I don't get it.
Yes, you do. The killer left the heart right next to the body.
Okay.
Bruising on the wrist from the cargo straps holding him down. Inside stab wound. Chest cut open. Heart removed.
Okay. Newly discovered clues can be placed onto the open questions. Okay. Okay, I have to.
Hmm. Nah.
Okay. Victim's heart. Where I have to place.
That's not right.
Okay. Perfect.
Heart removed from chest. Strapped by the wrists. Definitely matches the previous murders. But this time the heart and the straps were left behind. More clues to work with. This makes 4 murders that we know about.
Learn more about the victim. Okay. The killer as well.
Who is our victim? Who killed him? Need to find more clues. Multiple people were here. Multiple killers? Someone was drinking beer. They spent time here, waiting. Someone left in a hurry. Knocked the tripod over. Was it for a camera? Any idea who the victim is?
Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale. He was FBI. He came to town about 13 years ago. Now, I haven't heard a word about him since. Well, until now.
Nightingale? Robert Nightingale?
Oh, yes. You probably knew him. Brothers in arms. Oh, and sisters.
Large amount of blood on the table. The victim died here.
Hey Parikshit, sorry man, my internet got some issue.
Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale. He was FBI.
Yeah, when I was
He came to
streaming
town
Elden
about
Ring
13
for the
years
first
ago.
time, my stream
I
got
haven't heard a
stopped
word
at
about
least
him
5 minutes
since.
that day.
Well, until now.
Oh, that is the...
Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale. He was FBI. He came to town about 13 years ago. I haven't heard a word about him since. Well, until now.
You can join my Discord and share the link there. Yeah man, thanks for letting me know that. Okay.
Makes sense. Boot prints, indicating multiple
Okay,
killers.
these are the photos from...
Quite the
okay,
party.
the killers. Okay. Yeah, hi Shub. Sorry man, my internet. Okay, all the best for... Yeah, thanks a lot. Thanks for supporting me as well. Okay, this is for later. Okay, we have to check with this guy, Alex Casey.
So you knew our victim?
Well, I didn't recognize him in his current state. But yeah, I ran into him a few times at Quantico. Never worked any cases together. After his partner got killed in the field, he went off the deep end. Got the boot pretty quick after that.
What happened after he got fired?
So what happened to Nightingale after the Bureau let him go?
I only know the rumors. Depression led to booze, booze led to paranoia. He got some wild ideas in his head, chased ghosts until he fell off the map.
Yeah man,
Yes, he
he's
ended
the
up
Max
here.
Payne guy, right?
I bet there's
Yes.
more to that story.
But
Yeah, you are
no
right,
happy
Parikshit.
ending.
Nightingale went missing 13 years ago. 2010.
The same as all the other victims.
Certainly fits the pattern. Makes me wonder what was going on that year.
Probably something this town wants to forget.
I think again we have to go to the case board.
Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale. He was FBI. He came to town about 13 years ago. Now, I haven't heard a word about him since. Well, until now.
Ugh. Doesn't make sense. Robert Nightingale, ex-FBI, came to Bright Falls 13 years ago. I'm gonna go check something out. Be right back.
Got it.
Hello, this is Agent Anderson and Agent Casey, FBI. We'd like to come in and ask a few questions pertaining to an investigation. Nice talking to you, too.
Yeah, sure, Parikshit. I will let you know. Okay. Sorry, I was on. Okay, we have to learn more about the killer. Is there any evidence here? Let me check. Yeah, flashlight.
Anderson. Hey, let's get back to work over here, can we?
Let this be a warning to you, fellow trust. Okay. I think nothing here. What are these symbols? Okay.
Hey there, Mr. Deer. You remind me of a dream I had.
Okay, came back here again. Okay, let me watch. What are these symbols?
Wonder what's inside. I should take a look around for a way to open this thing.
Confused, follow the steps. Wash your hands. Take the kid chicken out of the fridge and take it. Okay, what's this?
A creepy twig sculpture?
These are to the bottom side. Not getting actually what is this? Fridge. Okay, let me go to the fridge. What it is.
Good to see you still in one piece, Anderson. Forest can be a dangerous place.
I got stuck here.
I think I saw something. It'll only take a minute.
I'll wait here.
Locked. They really don't want people coming in here.
I think something is there with that briefcase. Let me check with this.
Is that a kid's lunchbox? An Alex Casey movie lunchbox. Casey hates the endless jokes about coincidentally having the same name as a fake detective. He hates those cheesy crime books. It's the movies.
Oh, this is about Alex Casey. Okay.
Finding a Casey movie lunchbox out here can't be a coincidence. Another message? Think, Saga.
Okay. Hey Dex, how are you? Thanks for joining, man.
Doesn't look right.
Thanks, Dex. Oh, so bad. Thanks, man. But happy to stream. Join the stream. Yeah, thanks, thanks.
Nah.
What voice? No, man, it's me. We got stuck here. I thought this game was easy, but I know. Okay, finally. Okay, okay, here. Yeah.
They planned for the murder to happen here, passing the time with equipment ready. They were waiting for him. But why Nightingale?
Then
He's
tell
been
me
missing for
what's our
13
code.
years. Why here? Why now?
What code, man?
Profiling. Get into the subject's head. See what they saw. Feel what they felt. Use whatever I know about them to guide my intuition to a revelation. Piece it together.
Dex, this is actually a horror game. You are not my dear friend. No, no, man. Why are you telling like that, Dex? I'm your dear friend.
Agent Nightingale has been MIA for 13 years. How did he end up here?
Up from the lake that's not a lake.
Oh, that
It's
one.
dark. He was there too.
Do you want me to play or
The
not?
lake until he
Like in
says
your next stream.
otherwise.
Robert Nightingale came from the lake before his murder. Nightingale was chosen as the victim. Why?
Flick the switch. It goes click. Lights are off. But somebody's home. Somebody's home.
This wasn't some random
No,
act
no,
of
no, no.
violence. This was a ritual.
You can say that in your
A
sweet
Nightingale
voice.
a
No, man.
component. They didn't see
Even
him
I
as a
don't know what
person,
is that meaning.
more like a container for something.
Mimicry. Dex, there is some investigation going on, okay, in this game. We have to find out the
From the
killers.
lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
Okay. Profiling. Yeah, done.
This mug always cheers me up.
Uh-huh.
"11 remaining."
Miss you, kiddo. I'll be home soon.
Oh, this is her daughter.
If only the rest of the Bureau knew what a softy Casey is. The lake is connected to Nightingale somehow. Casey, let's take a look down by the lake. Lead the way.
Sounds good. This way, right?
Right.
Where is Casey? Imposter. Tell me, where is he? I don't know. We have to find him out. Where that Alex Casey gone? I
Welcome back, Anderson.
think yeah, here. Sorry.
This one of your hunches, Anderson? Did something happen at the lake?
I think Nightingale came up from that direction. From the lake. Probably looking for shelter. Safety. They were waiting for him.
When you're ready, I'd love to hear what you put together so far.
Sure. It's not that complicated. Nightingale was out in the woods alone at night. Possibly
Which is
knew.
Srilanka's favorite.
The killers knew he was here. Ambushed him.
All-time RDR2.
Dragged him to the campgrounds. Strapped him to the table. Cut his heart out. But then they were interrupted by those witnesses.
He was a Sekiro, right?
The job is unfinished.
That seems
Dex.
pretty complicated to me. What was this guy doing skinny dipping at this time of year?
Haven't figured that part out yet.
Lots of questions.
Lots of answers for us to find.
I didn't know trees
Examine
got
the block of
that
path.
big.
This is the first time
Gives
I'm
me
playing
the
this game.
creeps.
You need to get out more. There's a piece of paper on the ground.
Now the second factor, authentication.
Tracks. Barefoot. Nightingales? They come out from under the boulder.
It makes no sense.
Which fest is Sriranga playing now? Motor Fest. No man, I didn't play that game much. I just started with this one now.
A page full of text
This is
on
my
one
first
side.
time, right?
Not a printout. Written with a typewriter. Old school. Lines scratched out and edits added with a pen.
Like a
Text
manuscript.
you had your lunch.
Page of a story. Killer left a message.
Okay.
It's for us. The text is about us.
So-
The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale. And then there was the page they found. The first step down into terrifying depths.
Reading
Reading
the words.
words.
These words felt like a
One
message.
session, yes.
Someone knew they were here. Someone playing a game with them. An invitation.
Text, his name is Alan.
How could they not
The
accept?
guy who is typing,
Maybe
right?
they knew what
He's
had
a
been
writer.
hurting them. Someone's been watching us.
Playing a sick game with us.
You were right. This is right up my alley. Nightingale came this way. Either he dropped this page, or the killers left it for us.
What are those footmarks?
I should profile Nightingale about this page.
Again. The
We found a
page.
page in the woods. A story about these events. What is Nightingale's role in this?
I carry his words close to my chest now. Inside, the awful truth. You must dig it out.
Something was put inside him. In his chest. I must find out what.
Yeah, man. Carry on, carry on. No issues. Thanks for joining. Text. He started streaming, right, Parikshit?
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
I think he came from the lake. But his tracks make no sense.
I carry his words close to my chest now. Inside, the awful truth. You must dig it out.
Found all I can here. Time to properly examine the body. See what I can find inside.
Okay.
Casey, I think something's been put inside Nightingale's body. Let's tell the deputies to get the body to the town morgue.
Okay.
One second, I have to check the controls. How to turn off this. Okay. Flashlight, yes.
Whoever wrote that page made sure it read like a story. Like a scene from a thriller.
I hate all of it. The text said we'd find more. I believe it.
But what's the purpose? They're twisting events to create their own narrative. To do what? Entertain some fantasy? Projecting their desires? Are we characters or the audience? Witnesses to their design? All the above?
It's all about control. Deciding what happens to who. Don't let it drag you in.
Too late. I'm already hooked. I need the next chapter.
We have to follow Alex case. Yeah, Nightingale.
Hey, you made it back. Good. I hope you didn't get stuck in any of those big puddles. Crazy flooding down there, huh? Just like I said.
Deputy, I want the body taken back to town for a proper examination, ASAP.
Well, sure. But the coroner won't be back in town for another week after Deerfest.
Not a problem. I'll do it myself.
Oh, and Sheriff Breaker called to say he's got the Bookers at the Oh Dear Diner in town. Oh, and I've got a key to the gate. It's a shortcut back to the parking lot just up the hill.
Thanks.
Okay.
Let's get the car, drive to
You want
Bright
the key?
Falls, and talk to these witnesses, the Bookers.
At the diner, right? I could use a cup of coffee.
Let's try that shortcut the deputy mentioned.
Sounds good.
Seems like a nice town so far. Murders aside. Pretty woods. Cute lodge we got set up in. We should go for a hike if we get a chance.
Now you're just being mean, Anderson.
Deputies aren't exactly up to the task, but hopefully the sheriff will be more helpful.
Not a surprise about the deputies. Doubt they see much stuff this gruesome.
We got the shortcut route. Let me check what is there here. Okay, she can climb up. Where is Alex? Okay, he's going that side.
A lunchbox again. Who's leaving these out here? Can't fit the clues all together yet. Heart removed, tripod, tracks leading to a dead end.
A tripod for a camera? To record a snuff film?
Maybe. And why take out his heart just to throw it away?
To stuff in something for us to find.
Here we are. Let's drive
Okay,
back to town and meet the sheriff at the diner.
Let's go to Bright Falls.
I can't get that manuscript page out of my head. I've never seen killers reach out so directly before.
Damn impressive work so far. With your technique, these hunches were moving fast.
I wasn't sure about taking a case so far from home, but I'm thrilled to be here for this mystery.
Wow.
Need to swing by the lodge to get anything from the field office?
I'm all set.
I'll park there anyway. I want to walk to the diner, get a feel for the town. The diner's just up the waterfront. Shouldn't keep the sheriff and our witnesses waiting.
I smell coffee.
Hi.
Just how much coffee have you had today, Charlie?
Don't know, don't care. How much have you had? Not enough. That's
Charlie.
Never enough coffee. Oh, that rich, bittersweet nectar. Get it in, coffee world. Get it where you can. Get it now.
Jesus, Charlie.
Oh, dear. Cute.
Let me guess. The FBI. Welcome to Bright Falls. It's nice to have you here. I got you both some coffee. Oh, it's Washington's finest.
Nice to meet you, Sheriff. I'm set for coffee.
You know, I wouldn't say no to another.
I'm Agent Saga Anderson. This is Agent Alex Casey.
Tim Breaker. And let me just say, I'm happy you two are here. Frankly, we could use the help.
Your deputies said you had a couple of witnesses here.
They made them sound like suspects.
Mulligan and Thornton are still on about that? No, the Bookers don't strike me as the murdering type, but you can decide for yourselves. They're just inside having coffee and pie to calm their nerves.
I'll see what they have to say. Casey, you compare notes with the sheriff.
Take your time. We've looked through the case files you sent over, Sheriff. Have you had many people besides the known victims go missing?
Sure.
That
But it's slowed
interview.
down ever since Culver Lake was fast off.
Let me guess. Missing person cases spiked around 2010.
Excuse me.
This was
I'm Agent Saga Anderson. Are you the Bookers?
That's us. I'm Tammy, and he's Ed.
Hello, officer.
Just Saga is fine, Ed.
So, are we being charged with anything? Because if not, we'd love to get back to our hotel and decompress after what we saw. Take a bath, scream into pillows, that kind of thing.
We're not charging you. I just have a few questions. Nothing to stress about, okay? So what did you see in the woods?
This naked dude came out of the lake, and he was acting crazy, shouting weird shit at us. He must have been on something.
Unless skinny dipping at dawn is a thing around here.
Then we heard shooting. We ran into these psychos in deer masks. They were tearing into the naked guy with knives, like some kind of satanic cult. And then we bolted and called the cops.
What were you doing at Cauldron Lake last night?
I'm a writer. True crime. We're here from New York, doing some research on a famous novelist, Alan Wake, who went missing here. I was down at the lake, getting some details. Perfectly legal.
What makes you say it was a cult?
The masks and knives aren't enough.
They were shouting, "Cult of the tree, the cult of the tree, cult of the tree." Oh, and then we found it. The whole thing was terrifying. That's all.
The cult of the tree. What aren't the Bookers telling me?
I found their necklace. The symbol is 2 triangles.
The cult wants their spruce tree back, Tammy.
Finders keepers, Ed. My publisher will want this on the cover.
Tammy found something. A necklace belonging to one of the cultists. The Bookers were at Cauldron Lake. Why?
The fence was built to hide what's there. They say the rider fell in the lake.
Private party. No trespassing.
My book has questions. Past the bolt cutters.
They broke in for the sake of Tammy's book. Nothing to do with a murder. They were telling the truth. So you found something there, right? A necklace these cultists may have dropped.
Okay. Wow. How did you put that together?
It's evidence. You need to hand it over.
Told you not to keep that thing, Tammy.
Thanks. This could prove to be helpful. Do me a favor. Stick around town for now in case we have any more questions.
Like we'd even dream of missing Deerfest.
Oh, God. Saga! Saga Anderson. As I live and breathe. I thought we'd never see you back here after that awful, awful thing happened to your baby girl. How are you? I'm sorry. Who are you? I don't know what you're talking about. It's me, silly. Rose. You know me.
I don't think I do. And what horrible thing happened to my baby girl?
She drowned. Your daughter. That's so weird you don't remember.
How do you know I have a daughter?
Oh, I know what this is. You're blocking out your traumatic memories. Happens on TV all the time.
No. You're mistaking me for someone else.
If you say so.
All set? My guys have Nightingale at the morgue if you're ready to go take a look.
Let's go. Well, Casey, I got a lead. Looks like we're dealing with a cult. The Cult of the Tree.
A murder cult. Fuck.
Have you heard of this Cult of the Tree, Sheriff?
Only the urban legend. If you're in the woods at night, the cult will get you. That sort of thing.
We're not gonna find out you're the Grand Wizard or something, are we?
I played some D&D back in the day. Wizard was always my favorite class.
Morning, Sheriff. Looks like you have some guests.
Ah, morning, Ted. Yeah, real important guests. Deerfest. Always draws a crowd, right?
Too true. More the merrier. Have a good one, Sheriff.
Hey, what do you know about that waitress from the diner?
Rose? Yeah, she's a bit of a space case. Always has been. Why? What'd she do now?
She kept saying that my daughter drowned. She even knew my name. It was all very weird.
Rose has a talent for saying the weirdest thing possible. But it's best not to take it personally.
Hey, boss. Corpse is downstairs ready to go.
Yep, in the morgue, all prepped.
I'd like to take a closer look as soon as possible. Lead the way, Sheriff.
Oh, this is the Bright Falls Sheriff Station. Anything you need, just let us know.
We appreciate the support, Sheriff.
How are you?
So we share a morgue with the funeral home next door. It's a shoestring budget. I guess you guys don't have that problem, though. Our only coroner rotates between a few other towns, and he's away this week, but you can handle this, right?
I'm qualified to perform examinations. Yes.
Something about morgues. They always cheer me up.
I can't say I feel the same.
He's joking. Okay. Let's take a look at our patient. I'll start with the external inspection before performing the internal examination. What was the cause of death? What other clues can the body give me?
Defensive wounds. He put up a fight.
This looks like text. A tattoo?
Nightingale didn't strike me as a tattoo guy.
Uh-huh. They did leave something inside his chest. There's writing on here. Can't make it out.
Writing? How'd they manage that?
The body shows signs of being submerged in water post-mortem. It doesn't add up. Time to see what Nightingale's body can tell us. Think, Saga. Think. Chest wound is cause of death, but the corpse is bloated, waterlogged. Doesn't add up. There's definitely something in his chest. Did the killers leave it there?
Having some information.
It's the same type of page we found at Cauldron Lake.
Nightingale hunted Saga. Didn't see her. The Taken could not see into bright light. Light hurt them, made them vulnerable. Nightingale had no heart, but here he was, killing.
Someone's created a fucked up fantasy about us.
Hey, hold on. We found these kinds of pages. I didn't think they were relevant to this case. I have them right here. No, wait.
Sheriff?
What the hell?
Show me the clicker.
Oh, we got them.
Didn't see her. Could not see into bright light.
I'll make you pay.
He's coming. No weapon. The page said to get into the light.
Safe havens will restore some of your health if you take over from a safe.
My gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back. He can't see me in the light. My gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back. Gotta move. Now. Vanished.
End of chapter.
He didn't have a heart, but he still got up. The page predicted all of it. It helped me fight him.
He just disappeared? What the hell is going on here?
We need to figure that out if we're gonna do anything about it. Somehow we need to make sense of this. There's no rational explanation to what we just saw.
I'd love to blame this on mass hallucination caused by inhaling volcanic gas, but we both know that's bullshit. This was supernatural.
Well, I'm glad you were the one to say it. Now we can figure out a way forward. The victim of a ritualistic murder turns into a monster. Is there a connection?
Looks to me like the cult of the tree is performing rituals to create
Hey Dex,
monsters.
welcome back.
Maybe. We need to start with learning this cult's goal. Their purpose. Right before things got
Why,
crazy,
man, why you
Sheriff
are adding
Breaker
it
just
post?
vanished.
Maybe the sheriff knew more than he was letting on.
He seemed anxious,
Yeah, you missed
like he
something.
dreaded what was coming. One more mystery.
The dead guy just woke up. Like,
There's one of the pages on the floor.
Saga was back at Cauldron Lake. Saga had to pursue Nightingale. Into the overlap. Finding a way in would be difficult. A ritual. Saga would learn how. Stop the monster.
Dex, you're in office, huh? Not this one.
Ugh.
Okay. Well, I don't have money to pay ransom. Didn't subscribe to my Twitch, so I will go with this. I will, man. I will soon. Okay.
The autopsy room was a mess, like a bomb had gone off. Nightingale hunted Saga. Didn't see her under the light, lurched past her. The Taken could not see into bright light.
Like,
the light hurt them,
we have killed
hurt the
him
darkness in them,
I
made
don't
them
know how we
vulnerable.
hooked up.
I flick the switch, it goes click. Show me the clicker, lights are off, but somebody's home.
This is a
Hemingway
horror
brought
game.
you here, witch. Get out of my house, Nightingale shouted. A wave of terror crashed through Saga's head. The awful truth. Nightingale had no heart in his chest, but here he was, killing a
If
monster.
you like the investigation
The world
game,
had
I
lurched
think
out of balance.
we have to go
You
with
found
this
yourself
game.
trapped on the far side of the mirror.
What is this radio? Figure out where Nightingale went. Yeah, I think we have to find him. Man, I'm not very good with the suspense since I don't watch True Detective. I watch CID because they will solve the case. Single episode, yeah. My voice is too low. Now? Just a second. Now, Dex, you can hear me, right? Now my voice is okay, right? Yeah, thanks for letting. Where to go now?
It doesn't budge.
So ACP, Produm, one and Matthew. I don't know who are those guys. Detectives, huh?
Can't be opened on this side.
Where Nightingale went.
I can't force it open.
Let me go to this map. Mind place. You should Google it, my dear friend. Okay. Okay, let me check after this. Why those people?
Mom may be gone, but whenever I read this, I feel like she's still here.
When we came back here. Okay. Yep.
Nightingale was chosen as the victim. Why?
Flick the switch. It goes click. Lights are off. But somebody's home. Somebody's home.
This wasn't some random act of violence. This was a ritual. And Nightingale a component. They didn't see him as a person. More like a container for something. Nightingale was chosen as the victim. Why? The cult of the tree. What aren't the Bookers telling me?
I found their necklace. The symbol is 2 triangles.
The cult.
Okay, weapon upgrade. I have only 5.
A dead man turned into a monster. Light as a way to fight him. Pages predicting the future. There's no rational explanation. This is the case we must solve. The page places Nightingale back at Cauldron Lake. Calls him a Taken. We need to head over there, stop him, before anyone else gets hurt.
Okay.
We heard gunshots. Y'all okay?
Did you get spooked by the bodies?
Sheriff Breaker disappeared. Nightingale turned into some sort of a monster, and there are offices down. You two handle things here. We need to get back to Cauldron Lake immediately.
Fuck me. That's terrible. We'll do what we can, man.
But that's crazy, right, Thornton? Nightingale's heart was missing. How could he do anything? He's dead.
Yeah, right. Well, that's all crazy talk. Monsters aren't real, and what do you mean?
They're a fine pair.
My client has been held here long enough.
Nightingale and his cult are dangerous.
Speak to them or not?
We need to be prepared in case things escalate more than they already have. Can you call it in, Casey?
Smart choice, Anderson.
Hey, how's it going?
Yeah, Agent Casey here. Yeah. We need backup. The Bright Falls case. Whoever you can spare. ASAP. Think we'll actually find Nightingale at the lake?
The pages haven't been wrong yet.
We can't assume the person writing these pages isn't playing us.
I agree. But it's our best lead. Mercado won't roll over on the issues.
Rinse and repeat. Clock out, get a beer. Or maybe 3.
I need to come clean, Anderson. I know why Nightingale was here 13 years ago. He was chasing a writer, Alan Wake.
Tammy mentioned him. She's writing a book on his disappearance.
You know the detective character from his books, Alex Casey.
Yeah, I've heard the jokes at the office. Cold case Casey. Murder case Casey. Sorry.
Ha. The same name, similar job. It's the first thing anyone thinks of. It annoyed me, but that was it. Then, 10 years ago, I started getting strange letters in the mail. Fragments of prose describing murders. You've heard the stories about what happened in New York. Some of it, at least. Bodies started to pile up. It was a murder cult. Turns out the fragments sent to me were from the crime books of Alan Wake. The cult was copycatting the murders from the books. In their heads, they were performing a ritual to bring Wake back. Their imagined prophet. After that case, I started looking into Wake's disappearance on the side.
And you thought this case might be connected to him? His name does keep popping up.
I just wanted you to have all the facts.
Next time, give them to me before we find ourselves in the middle of a horror story.
The heart.
The page says Nightingale's in something called an overlap. Need to figure out exactly what that means.
I'm happy I'm not in charge of this mess.
Thanks. Let's start looking for Nightingale where he was killed. The writer of these pages knows what will happen. Because they're behind this, or because they can see what's coming. Impossible things are happening here. A world operating on different rules. I need to understand this strange logic. To see the clues. To solve the case. I've been thinking more about the cult of the tree. What sort of cult refers to themselves as a cult?
In my experience, they don't.
We're not seeing the full picture yet.
Hey, hello there. How are you folks doing?
Those restricted area signs don't do a damn thing.
Hello. Saga Anderson. Are you two supposed to be here?
I'm Ilmo Koskela. Fantastic to meet you. And yes, Stephen here hired me to show him through the woods. He's in town on important government business. Fixing this impressive piece of hardware.
I work for the FBC, ma'am. I'm authorized to be here.
And I bet you two are here about that murder. Nasty stuff. How's it going?
A lot of things about this case keep bothering me. But one thing feels really off. Breaker's disappearance. I don't get the feeling Nightingale was responsible.
He was about to give you more of those pages. Something didn't want us to have them? Or was protecting him from Nightingale? Spontaneous combustion? I don't know. Not the kind of disappearance we normally solve. Our crime scene's drowning. I never minded rain. Feels like home.
No sign of Nightingale. But the page did place him at Cauldron Lake, in an overlap. So how do we follow him there?
Maybe something around here will tell us.
After we find Nightingale, what then? I've never arrested a monster.
I've watched you arrest plenty of monsters, Anderson.
You know what I mean. Monsters. Light worked against him at the morgue. That might be the only way to stop him from hurting anyone else. Monsters? Overlaps? Rituals? What do you make of all of this?
The killers are usually the ones performing the ritual, not the detective. Acting out their sick fantasy. They may be trying to get you involved, forcing you into their twisted world.
But with dead men coming alive, the word ritual starts to have more weight behind it. We need to look around. Learn what this ritual is. We've seen this symbol before.
Good eye.
Bare feet. Nightingale. I'll see where these footprints lead. Can you comb through the crime scene one more time, KC? Just in case?
On it. If anything comes up, I'll radio you.
The tracks lead into the water. Where'd he go from here? I can feel something. A presence. Nightingale isn't far. What is that? Seems like it's reacting to the light. These
Yeah,
aren't the same
here
tracks that were
again,
here
right?
before.
Like before we
They're headed
came
into
here.
the tree, not out of it. My flashlight burned the dark stuff away. It was covering another page.
The fuse was in place. Saga stepped into the witch's hut. Inside, a bright light. There were objects that stood out to Saga, as if the light had manifested them.
The witch's hut. Okay. I trust the pages to lead me to the overlap. Light is the key. To stay safe. But for something more to be revealed as well. We're dealing with an organized group of killers, not a lone serial killer. The cult of the tree is behind these murders. This case just became much more complicated. I'll need to start a new file. But it's my first cult case. Exciting. I need to know more about the Cult of the Tree if I'm going to shut them down. Ugh. No. think. The cult of the tree. What aren't the Bookers telling me?
I found their necklace. The symbol is two triangles.
The Bookers were at Cauldron Lake. Why?
The fence was built to hide what's there. They say the rider fell in the lake.
Private party. No trespassing.
I know Nightingale is somewhere around Cauldron Lake.
The tree was a threshold. This place and the dark place. You're in over your head. Next stop, Caldera Street Station.
The threshold. Like a doorway. Leading to Nightingale. It's somehow connected to a tree. Witch's Ladle? I need to find the witch's hut. This is the witch's hut. The page described the hut being lit and mentioned a fuse.
Anderson. Thought I saw something in the woods. Probably just a deer, but I'm gonna check it out.
Okay. I found another page.
This fuse is busted. This one looks good. People should really stop littering, though. There's another lunchbox. Another page. Making progress.
The image of the witch in the sign. Saga addressed the witch. The smudged line on the heart. The second part recited from memory. I brought you the heart, witch. Show me the terror. Saga pushed the heart through the hole in the sign. Witch's ladle, towering over Saga, watching her and the witch. The image of the witch in the sign. Nightingale's heart, a cold, dead lump in her hand. Her definition of sanity had changed since she arrived in this town. But she trusted the pages. Was forced to. Saga addressed the witch. She squinted to read the first part of the ritual words. The smudged line on the heart. The second part recited from memory. The words she had read on the page. I brought you the heart, witch. Show me the terror. Saga pushed the heart through the hole in the sign. This was the key. The tree was the threshold.
I already took care of all this. The page from the witch's hut seems to be describing some kind of ritual. Nightingale's heart disappeared from the morgue. Where is it now? To get into the overlap, I need to find Nightingale's heart. Read the line imprinted on it, plus the line on the page to the witch's ladle sign. Then push the heart through the hole in the sign. I need Nightingale's heart to get to the overlap. Where is it?
The cultist loomed close. He was there, but he was risen. Nightingale was there. The opposite of sunspots. Who said that?
That's not it. I don't have what I need to find Nightingale's heart. There must be more. Nightingale's heart. Where is it?
For a while, they played cards in the general store. The witch had stolen his heart. Get out of my house.
Nightingale's heart is at the general store, in a fridge. I need to check the general store for the heart. Casey! I'm headed to the general store. I think I know how to get into the overlap.
Roger that. I followed some ATV tracks in the woods and got a bit turned around.
Did you get lost?
I've only been lost once in my life, Anderson. The years I spent with my ex-wife. I'll find my way back, don't you worry about it.
Okay guys, thanks for joining. I'm ending my stream now.